off we go on EA Sports.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Peterson. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Trubisky and the Steelers going to come up with a 1st and 10
at the 34. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Trent McDuffie able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Mahomes to throw on second down.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Kadarius Toney was intended target, but now it's third down. You look at this Steeler defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, hey, anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Rice.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. It's Trubisky.
And that's going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10.
Trubisky will throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Trubisky.
That is caught.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
But Trubisky here going to change the play.
They go play action here on first down.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Trubisky now on the keeper.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Caught right side, Davis.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Here's another carry for Harris. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll toss to Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This 2nd and 4. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They hand this off to Harris. Broken tackle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A 44-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
Pushes him over. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
116 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Going to run the toss here to Harris.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, it's Mahomes.
The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential 1st career touchdown.
And his 1st NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home.
when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 40 yards. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 12 yards.
Here's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll run. Here's Harris. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 27 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Johnson on the return.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. And he takes a shot on the release. says this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Trubisky from his end zone on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Uncorks one for Davis. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Pierce is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
But that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And finally brought down at the 43. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll run with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And quickly, they get to the line.
33-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
This is Harris. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They pitch it to Harris. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Kansas City, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile,